Okay, now we just kind of like wait. Does it seem like there's a weird shadow? I always think that, but there's actually normally, it's always a little bit better than what I think every single time.
You can tell we're eyeliner today.
Yeah.
You'll have to tell me who's on because I can't see. Otherwise, I'll wear my sunglasses because they're prescription.
Oh my God! So we gotta rely on you to read.
No one right now.
Are you blind as well? Are you blind as well, like me?
I'm so blind.
2 people.
Hello.
Okay.
3 people.
Yay!
Oh, thank God people waited.
Finally at the famous Katie's house.
Oh my God! I know. I'm like happy you're here.
We've known each other forever. Literally forever.
Well, this is actually French. There's Melissa and oh my God, I got there. Jill. Okay, and then we're just gonna grab some red wine as well, just in case.
Melissa and Jill.
We'll bring wine.
Well, it's French, right? Oui.
Yeah, and we'll grab some more glasses just in case.
Oh, it's fine. Okay. Yay!
Oh my God, life is a stressful day. Okay, here's a red wine glass and another red wine glass.
Thank you.
Okay, as I sit in my own food here. Oh my goodness. Okay, where's
So do we do like a cheers?
Yeah. Okay, so this is a French. Okay, sorry about that. Someone was calling me. So okay, so we have Jill and Melissa so far, and I apologize that we're late, and I hope we didn't lose any people, but we're at 10 already.
I thought
oh my God. And the AC is not on in my house, so it's very hot because it was being cold, so I turned it off. And then today I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? I'm trying to go.
Oh, it's nice. I feel good.
Oh, is that a good view of you?
Oh, you have a doggy here.
Hi. Oh my God. Okay. What a debacle today. That's Ginger.
Ginger, I love her. She's adorable.
She's like 12, and she's like really like...
Chill?
Yeah, very, very chill.
She's warming my feet right now. It's very cozy.
Okay, so we're going to start with our cheers. This is actually a French martini.
What's it made out of?
So it has Chambord, vodka, and pineapple juice. It's supposed to have a raspberry in it, but we were rushed. So
the essential food groups.
What's Chambord exactly?
It's actually a cognac. It's like
tasty.
Yeah, Chambord. You know what's really good if you put it in like Prosecco or champagne.
Yes, I do. I have done that before. It's like a raspberry flavor, right?
So what is Chambord exactly?
Well, it's like a raspberry flavored liqueur.
Oh, really?
No, it's actually it's supposed to be like a cognac. What I read.
Oh, okay.
And it has like honey and lavender and raspberry, and it's actually made in France.
Really?
So that's what makes it French. So martini is actually made in New York.
Okay.
So there is a Thai raspberry. You are right.
Yes, raspberry, yes.
I did know it was raspberry flavored.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm sweating like craziness.
I know you had a stressful day.
I did. I actually, I got this shirt and I was waiting to wear it with you guys.
RuPaul shirt, I love RuPaul.
You know where this is from? Sunrise Records.
Oh, no way.
I love their t-shirts.
Yeah, they have good records.
Because they wash so good and they have everything.
They're that nice, like,
Kale gets his. He got the Black Panther one.
Oh, cool.
And Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I'm wearing Blondie.
Oh, see, now I was going to get a Blondie one. But
I'm a big fan of Blondie. I love Blondie.
But today, it's like isn't that the first day of the virtual Pride?
Yeah, it's definitely on this week, yeah.
Yes, well, today I actually performed at the brunch for
Hawaii Good Vibes.
And he made me late today, so it's his damn fault.
I was running late too.
Well, I'm just the cause of all the drama today, apparently.
A half an hour. I was like, do you not know my personality?
Well, I said, no, I told her, I'm like, it's only 15 minutes of your way, and she's like, yeah, 15 minutes plus another 15 minutes.
15 there and back.
I gotta get back to where I need to go.
I know, and like my son had hockey, and then I went, okay, we'll talk about this food that I did. So I went, I locally, if it's not warm enough, we'll warm it up, because we did start a little bit late, but we locally sourced the carrots and everything from Kingsville, from a place called the Willow Tree.
Wow.
Market, and they had everything there. They even had honey that is chocolate flavored.
Oh, I never heard of that. That's
now I know, I got it. I have it, so maybe we'll try it before you leave. Who is this? Hello, Mother. Hello, Kale. That's my son in the basement.
Oh, hi.
And then I did.
Basement.
So everything is French theme, and I did a French theme because my kids went back to school and they go to French school.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
So I thought it was kind of cute.
We should try to speak French later on.
Okay, like we can try. Like, look at this. C'est vendredi.
That means it's Friday,
right? Yeah. But it's not. It's then.
It's actually
Saturday.
Saturday.
But it's French.
I don't know.
That's why I got it. But I bought it on a Friday, if that makes sense.
Well, okay.
But isn't Vin like wine day?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's wine day.
I do love that I know.
I'm not
wine
French. I thought, isn't vendredi? Isn't that? Never mind. Go on about the French food.
Vendredi is Friday. Hi, Nicole. She's like, hey, just got the message. When will you? I don't know what that said. Oh, my student.
Oh,
I will
okay.
call you after.
I don't want to be douchey and have sunglasses on, but these are prescriptions, so I'm just that way I can read the help.
And then you kind of have to like squint, right?
Yeah.
You just got to do the squint. And I got my eyes tested.
These sunglasses actually match my Blondie shirt. It's very New York.
It is very.
So this actually goes. So I'm happy with this.
So it's really like RuPaul, Blondie, and Hollister. Like,
yeah, right. So you performed in drag. I know I've emceed events where you performed before last summer for Pride with
his makeup was so
with
good.
Darian Lake and Morgan Michaels and Jezebel Bordeaux.
But
she did a backflip? I remember in heels.
Right.
She blew my mind. This drag queen from, I think might be from Montreal, Toronto. I'm not sure.
Well,
she's French.
From Toronto, but she is super French.
Yeah.
I don't know
she
exactly if she's from
great.
Montreal.
She did the Spanishy thing, and she did. Oh, she's really good. Yeah.
And she didn't break a hamstring.
Did a backflip
I'm
in
impressed.
heels.
I'm impressed.
High heels, backflip and landed into the splits.
Hi, Lindsay. I try to like keep the
Me and Katie go way back.
We do.
We went to college
Back to
20
the
years
playpen.
ago.
I know, it's so long, and it was so fun.
You were actually the first person. This is a story I'm not even sure if you know. You were the first person that I met in journalism because we sat together, and you were like, I don't know how to start this email crap. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my god.
And I was sitting next to her. I was like, this is my first friend that I'm meeting, and you were the first one. You were the one.
Oh my god, do you remember when I used to make the cheat sheets for everybody?
I do remember that. Yes, you did. I spent the majority of my time in a little place called Griff's.
Yes,
inside.
we did.
We spent a lot of time drinking some beer.
With Jeff.
With Jeff, our good buddy Jeff. And yeah, it was fun.
I had the biggest crush on Jeff.
Did you?
I loved him.
Oh,
yeah.
He's still a good buddy of mine.
Yeah,
I'm just sharing the post.
Oh, gotcha.
But turn down your volume.
No, I'm just sharing it.
Oh my god. Hi, Tanya. Yeah. I like smart guys. That's why I just...
He's very smart.
So smart.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish he was watching. I should have tagged him.
Oh, yeah. So what is this? So locally sourced carrots.
So locally sourced carrots and mushrooms, but I had to get the porcini mushrooms from DeMarcos. And they're dehydrated, and then you kind of like soak them, and then you open them up.
Wow.
So this is do you know how to pronounce this?
Is it
Bourguignon.
Bourguignon.
There you go.
I took a guess.
Is that right, Mike?
Bourguignon.
Bourguignon.
Bourguignon. Okay.
So it's a mushroom bourguignon with
Although,
mixed mushrooms. Oh, and this is our appetizer that we're doing.
Just a little side note. I feel like because I know
try it right
everybody
now.
that knows this is Dan Macdonald. Thank you for coming on today.
Oh, I'm happy to be here.
Like I'm like the side hostess of hostesses.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Delicious.
So I really want to make a point. You should actually have people send you in really random words, and you just say them every so often. That's fun.
Get on the spot. That one would have thrown me if that was on the air. I guess it was on the air.
I have a few more, so it's
Bourguignon.
like it's gonna happen.
So this is called mushroom bourguignon.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you
Bourguignon.
almost sounded Russian there for me.
It was a little bit Russian. This is not Russia. This is France.
Oh my gosh. So
Bourguignon.
the appetizer that I did, if you guys want to try this. So this one
Yes.
is from my garden. I did both of these. So this is a roasted tomato butter right here. It is damn delicious. I already ate so much of it. And this is a jam. This is a tomato sweet jam, and it's made from the tomatoes in my garden. And I mixed like different kinds of tomatoes in this one.
And this is vegetarian too, right?
Everything is vegetarian. How weird is that?
I know, because I'm a snotty vegetarian.
Yes, and it's
no,
all
I'm
gluten-free.
not snotty though. I try not to be snotty.
And
about it.
gluten-free.
Oh wow, that's a bonus.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I get all like
Oh, speaking of France,
France.
like Rita Bega.
How you say bourguignon?
you cannot get your connection flight without your original boarding pass.
So is this This is French bread, isn't it?
Yes, here's a knife for you.
Thank you. So this is what is it? Tomato. Butter?
my son was like, you got to get a French baguette.
Oh
He's
my
like,
gosh.
get a French baguette
French
so I can
baguette.
get you in the head. I was like, Dad!
Do you know what movie this is from? For dinner, we're having French fries, French dressing, French
fish
bread.
called
No, it's a quirky. I want to know if any of our viewers get it. And for dessert and to drink, Peru. Do you know the movie?
Oh my god, I do know.
It's an '80s film. It's starring John Cusack.
I wasn't even born yet.
What?
Neat.
Oh,
Shut
yeah.
up. It was from, I don't know if anyone got that movie or not. It was a really quirky comedy with John Cusack. It was Better Off Dead. And they do a French-themed dinner, too, and the mother pronounces French.
I totally remember this now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming back to me. I feel like my memory goes a little
I'm
bit.
an encyclopedia of random weird 80s movies.
Not so much.
Do you want to try one of these?
I would. and not so much French, but I recently watched a movie.
Isn't it good?
Yeah.
So you can put it on pasta and like other things. You don't have to just like put it on bread.
It's delicious.
Yeah, and it was super easy. Like you put the tomatoes in your oven for like maybe 15 minutes, and then you just like let them cool, and then you mix your butter and like salt and pepper.
It's c'est magnifique, is what it is. That means it's
Yay!
magnificent. It's
Yes.
magnificent.
Yeah.
C'est magnifique, I think.
And then our salad is the same thing. It's just the goat's. This is actually goat's milk, so
okay.
it's not vegetarian, but it is a goat's milk.
Well, yeah.
So you're not killing anything.
No. Didn't murder anything. No goats were killed. Just
And-
milked.
And panko breadcrumbs seasoning and panko breadcrumbs, and then Mike made the dressing, and it's like a mustard type dressing.
I do love that. Like, I love that you have a butter and a jam. Like it's so good.
It's French.
Butter and jam.
Like they love rich food, right?
Peanut butter and jam.
This is
Oh my
my
God.
jam.
True.
This is my jam. Insert dad joke. Like, you know.
I did make Mike make the potatoes.
It is.
I'm the worst at mashed potatoes.
Really?
I ruin them every time.
It looks like glue afterwards.
I've never made them.
No, sometimes I make them runny.
I make the instant ones.
Oh, dude, but you know what? They're really good.
I know, I love them.
I found
Like-
those when I moved to Reno. And when I got there, my roommate was like, "You gotta try the," and like potatoes in a box. This is like super weird.
But
and then I was like addicted.
Mm-hmm.
And then cheese in a can.
I haven't done the cheese in a can thing.
It's so good.
Really? People say it is.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's terrible. It's terrible. I said if I lived over in the States still, I'd be like 300 pounds drunk in the cookie aisle.
God.
2 buck chucks with my wine, get my cookies.
I know. I've been
Like
eating a
Pillars
lot.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So how was the Pride performance? You did a drag show today.
I did.
As Hawaii Good Vibes.
I did, and after 6 months, someone actually put up a $5 bill. I'm like, what is that?
Oh.
Like, just
Oh.
no, because it's been so long since I got a tip. Well, I got
Right.
tips within the 6 months of COVID, but I didn't really actually ever get a real tip. But no,
I don't know what he's talking about.
Right? Can we talk? But no,
Jace is like one of those people too who also makes these like crazy comments on here.
Jace?
Yes. And so sometimes
Jace, who I know, I think.
Jace, who was on last week.
Oh, yeah. I'm good sunglasses because I can't see.
This is Tim. Tim? Oh my
Tim.
god, Tina. No.
Tina.
No, it's Tim. It's definitely a Tim.
Tim Finley.
Definitely a Tim.
Tim
This
Finley.
is
He
like
has
the
really
funniest
good
part
eyes.
about
I got
this
my-
show, I feel, because we're all like,
I know. I got my sunglasses on. I can't even see my.
I would like to be able
prescriptions.
to project it onto like a TV screen.
Or if you had an iPad, like a bigger, like a what do you call it, tablet?
Yeah, but you know what? It distorts the picture.
Oh.
Because like this is the iPhone 11 Pro. It takes the best damn pictures. Stacy, how are you?
Okay, so
Oh, okay. So there's a few people. So Stacy, Trish, hey Trish, and Helen, my student, who's a model,
Oh,
super beautiful.
supermodel.
You should come and get your certificate and do a volunteer for me, Helen. That's what I say. Stacy lives down the street. Stacy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
And your student is a model. She does makeup.
Helen,
Or-
yes.
Helen, cool.
She's really beautiful. Really beautiful.
Nice.
well, with Pride, I just want to get back to.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I feel like Dan was constantly kind of bringing it up just as a refresher, and then I'm like, okay, we got to keep going with this. No, yeah. So because I'm talking about myself, of course.
Of course.
Of course, we have to talk about myself.
Only 15 minutes.
Only for.
Fucking bitch.
No, so I do find that like Pride this year was it's really fun. It's really like there's a point that it's not over exacerbated.
Yeah.
If that's the right word for it.
You kind of have to make it like that for it to work, I think.
And I just think that this is the first year that we kind of Pride and Windsor's been getting really big, like, and extra.
It was so fun last year.
It really was
The best.
And I think what's just really amazing about this is that it is downscaled, which is really like before it got big. That's what it was. Like it really was only 50 people. And
Yeah, it was a small little thing.
Small. And it really brought it back to like you've seen people that are part of the community, and you're like, wow, this is like really fun.
Yeah, that's what I've always liked about Windsor Pride is that you know everybody.
Right.
Like it's truly a sense of community. Like it's really cool. I love that. It's great. You go and it's all familiar faces, people you haven't seen. Most of those people I don't even see them except on Windsor Pride. It's like, oh, there you are, everyone's a year
Yeah, but you
older.
work all the time. I mean, same with me.
Right, yeah.
And you have
so
your regular places that you hang out.
It's true.
So, if you're not outside your box.
Smartest thing I think what Windsor Pride Fest did though is that they moved Pride to the Ottawa Street Lansbury Park area.
Amazing.
I love the parade. Is just I've been in I always go to the parades or go in the parades, and I've been driving it, the truck, like the river truck or the Amy Hendry truck, and that was like, Like, there's people everywhere, and then it lets out in Lansbury, and like it's great because you got the cover up with the ring.
I love that.
Then if you get too much of that, you can kind of sit back in the background. And then if you have too much of that, you can go outside in the park.
And they made it
it's
so
like,
family friendly.
It's so it's really
I
good.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that about it.
They have the vendors out. I love the setup. I really hope Ottawa Street BIA. Good job.
Yes,
100%.
Great job.
And honestly, Ottawa Street, and it's not downplaying downtown at all, but there's there's so many small businesses.
Except downtown's like a ghost town.
And it's like if you were really to think about like Pride in general, like no matter what city you're in, you really have to bring it to the best street that you can. That's going to support local businesses in a way that's going to be beneficial.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
you know. Let's be real. Can we talk? Like, it's just really like it's really the point of saying, like, you know, one day out of the year, you bring thousands of people down one street, and they know those businesses.
Amazing.
You know what I do love
really
though is that because when it was on the river, it was just in the sun and it was so hot.
there wasn't a lot of
You know, like, and if you wanted to be there during the day, it kind of sucked. You don't want to be in the sun when you're drinking.
No. Oh my God. Can we talk indeed? I had an incident. I've had many incidences in my time.
Shocking.
But I actually had one. He went to college with me, so she saw me at my finest moments.
My Jeep incident?
I remember cramming into your Jeep. Can we even talk about that? I'm not sure that was call. There we go.
Sorry, another phone call. I'm just so damn popular today.
I just want to get this clear. You crammed into her Jeep?
Oh, yes, I did.
Everyone from our program.
Everyone crammed into her Jeep.
Want to park that big something in this little garage. That's a WAP song.
I hit my head on the WAP song. Oh, God.
My God, yes.
I hit my head on the roof.
Oh, my God, that's the night I kissed Jeff.
Really?
He pulled me down. He was like, no, girl. He's like, I got a girlfriend. I was like, God damn.
Okay, so Dan, more about the Jeep. I want to hear what the story.
I forget where we went that night. It was one of those nights. We're just going out for one drink. Mm-hmm. And then later on, we all ended up having to crush ourselves into this Jeep.
And we went and...
Where did we go?
That restaurant,
Ferraris.
that breakfast.
No, not Ferraris.
No, you're in church, whatever that one.
Golden Griddle, not Golden Griddle.
Yeah.
Was it Golden Griddle?
Yeah.
It was attached to Holiday Inn on Huron Church. That's where we went.
I was the responsible driving
She was the driver.
one.
She was the mother superior, the matriarch of all of us.
And there was like, no, we were at my apartment. That's where we were. Oh my God, we were supposed to be doing a project.
Oh my God.
With the advertising kids.
That's right. God,
Yeah.
you have a better memory than I do.
That shit just popped in there.
Although that was a blurry night for me. I partied that night.
And it was a one-bedroom apartment, and there were so many people there.
You're lucky you didn't get evicted.
Oh, right.
Well,
yeah.
That's another story.
Damn it, my drink is gone.
Oh.
Pass me wine.
Do you want me to make you one?
I don't know that I need... Maybe. These are really strong.
I can get off camera.
Good, though. They're delicious.
They're really... But the Chambord, I mean, it tastes everything good.
It does, yeah. It just sweetens the whole deal. And the pineapple juice helps a lot, too. But I love it.
I know. Okay,
I want to make the joke right now, though, because I just really want to do, like, whole, like, Channing Tatum.
Andrea, you made it! I'm calling you out, girl! You made it!
So, this whole, like,
Okay,
Chambord.
once you pour the shot in...
Chambord, it's like raspberries.
It is. That was Carol Channing, wasn't it?
I actually said Carol Channing.
Carol Channing, yeah, raspberries.
Okay, so we made this drink, and it's called the French Martini. So they have 3 versions of it. I made the classic version.
It's 1 ounce of
Version.
Is it 1 ounce
Definitely
of the
not.
So
Version.
1 ounce of that, 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of Chambord, 2 ounces of vodka, and 2 ounces of pineapple juice. And then with a little bit of ice, and you put it in the shaker.
This is Chambord.
Dude, this is so pretty.
It is very nice.
Really?
It's
not
kind of
cheap.
It's not, is it?
It's like $43.
Make sure to support
And they don't give you a
local
little
business.
Yes,
WOLFHEAD.
WOLFHEAD.
Oh, WOLFHEAD. Yes, gotta shout out WOLFHEAD.
DrinkWolfhead.com.
Yeah,
That's the website.
I like the grapefruit vodka. I
too.
really enjoy it. I drank like an entire bottle like a week ago.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was one of those days.
I always gotta be careful.
It took me like a couple days though.
Okay.
2 ounces, you gotta measure. My OCD is not gonna let you free pour.
Oh, yeah, I'm professional.
Oh, jeez.
Bartended before.
Actually, I do
Stresses
bartend.
me out a little bit.
Oh, do you?
At the
Oh,
the
here's the
barbershop in
shaker
Barber.
top. Where's the
I
top?
used to.
Oh, it's right beside you. Right there.
Oh, when did you bartend?
I bartended back in 2000
Oh,
to 2005.
where?
Really? Yeah, where?
A few different places. Margaritas in Devonshire Mall.
I didn't know this of you, and that's where you met Jeff.
No, I met him in college.
Oh.
And then he worked
Jeff worked there.
Yeah, he did work there. I think he worked there afterwards. Like,
Oh.
I worked with him. But then
shake it. Give it a shake.
Give it a shake.
Oh, you did. Okay, I wasn't paying attention.
No, I loved it there. I bartended there for a bit. I worked at some other places too. I don't want to bring them up because I ghosted a couple of bartending jobs. I just didn't like it anymore. I was like, I'm just not going to go in.
Oh, I quit at Don Cherry's.
Again.
I walked out on Don Cherry's.
Don
Cherry's, where I met my husband.
I forgot about. That's where you guys met?
Yes, he was my bar back.
No way.
And he used to talk so closely to me, and I was like, oh my god, my arms are weak. Oh my god, he's so hot. I don't even know what to do. I can't talk.
Was it like instant love?
Like, literally, my arms were like weak. I was like, he's talking so close, I don't know what to do.
I only ever went to Don Cherry's once. I frequented a lot of bars around that area, but I only went to Don Cherry's one time with a friend of mine. It was fun.
Don Cherry's, when it was back in the day, when they had the football teams and the baseball teams and like the wing nights. It was super fun. You know? Remember that?
It was booming.
It was so fun.
Downtown.
Hey, Katrina. I actually made you some of the butter. A little container of the roasted tomato butter. Just so that you know. I love Katrina. This is a girl. Okay, so our sons played hockey together.
Well, I'm going to share the feed while
we're
talking.
So our sons played hockey together, and I saw her, and I was like, oh my god, I love her shoes. Oh my god, we have the same shoes. Wait a minute, we have the same clothes, except she's like super skinny, you know, and I was like, I don't care, that bitch is going to be my friend. And so I talked her ass off so she would be my friend, and now she's my friend.
Can I make like a totally like separate segue for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So anybody that's watching, the 14 people currently right now. So Dan Macdonald has a Dan Macdonald show on the AM 800.
Are you so happy about that?
I am.
Isn't it amazing?
It's pretty fun. It's scary.
Like, can we talk?
Oh
like,
yeah.
You know?
Yes, absolutely. There, I'm tagging. There we go. It's now on my wall. So prepare the fights to begin.
You have 15 seconds.
My wall can
get
my wall
so
can get
talk
very.
about Katie
15 seconds. Okay. Yeah.
What?
It's really. I was a music DJ before this.
I just want to make sure we talk about each of us real quick.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then I'll ask the real question.
So I was a music DJ before this on a station called 93 on the River, and I still do a show on there. It's a local music show here and now, and I love that job so much. And then my favorite person in radio, Lynn Martin, she left, and her position opened up, so I applied for it and got it. And it's a learning experience every day. You know, talking to different people. You get in the middle of drama sometimes, and like fights break out, but it's all talk. You know, like there's people who disagree, who agree, and it's just we're so divided anymore. I like that. I try. Don't always succeed, but I try to let's have a conversation even if we disagree with each other. Like,
that's fun.
Not calling names, not like the cheap shots, and you get some of that sometimes too. It's like we can disagree, but as long as everyone is inclusive and not being a you know what,
then,
I
agree.
You know what I mean? Then like we can actually have a discussion,
ground.
even an argument. We can have an argument and still be respectful.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
So
You can
my
do that.
friend Kate teaches argumentative studies at the University.
Oh, that's a good
So
one.
she wants to be on really bad. She would like to be on with Jace even one time.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe the two of you should be on one time.
Well, when you get back to this weird, crazy 2020 COVID cyclone that we're in right now, I used to do because I'm broadcasting from home right now. So
really? I didn't know that.
I've been doing it for almost since March.
How do you do that?
They give me all the equipment, like the soundboard, the laptop, the mic, all that stuff, and I connect into it.
Well, that's fun.
Did they pay for your internet at least?
Or
is radio different?
I think it's.
I'll get paid.
It goes through the internet, but.
Is radio different though? Is radio connected to the internet?
Well, it's a connect through a tie line. So I don't like. They gave me all the equipment.
What?
I know. I don't know what it is either. It's some kind of thing, and I have to hit this button 3 times, and I.
But you're live though, right?
I am live. Yes,
is it made of mercury or like?
It is made of mercury. Looks like a lab lamp. No, it's some kind of little box thing that they gave me, and they supplied everything, so I'm not even using any of my own stuff or anything like that.
Who cares? He has his own show.
It's great. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But when I come back into the studio, whenever that'll be, I do roundtables where every Friday I invite people in for the final hour, and we all just talk about the news of the day, kind of like what we're doing right here. And everyone just gives what do you think of this story that we talked about? Well, I think they're wrong. Well, I think they're right. Then an argument breaks out, or it doesn't. And we all agree, or whatever it is. We just talk about kind of life, and that's my favorite. So I would love to have anybody who wants to come on. When we come back, I'm always looking for new voices and perspectives, and it's really cool.
You can ask either of us anything.
There you go. Well, I'll chalk you down for coming on.
Hey, Stu.
If it's on radio, I'll still be in full drag.
Okay.
I love it when you're in full drag. I was shocked that you were not still in it.
It probably helps.
It was hot.
I did the gig today. Anybody that's been still watching, 24 people. Wow, we get all spaced out and more people showing.
And you know what though? It's so funny because tonight's Boa's show. I wasn't sure if some people would be watching or not, but I find that throughout the week, I mean, we're shooting up to 1,000 views. Damn. You know, people are watching. They're watching. So
I love Boa.
I do too. I feel like she was a little bit robbed on her dance off.
Should I do it?
Yeah.
I think she should have
Should I do another segue here? Okay, so my whole point is Drag Race Canada.
Okay.
I'm gonna just spill the tea. I don't know whether you guys are gonna agree with me or
I'm
not.
gonna take a bite.
No, I'm just gonna tell you my own personal opinions. I'm happy Priyanka won, but I don't care that all these people know. Everyone's probably gonna give me hate mail later. I don't care. Like, you should go kill yourself or something. But and I'll be hanging in my closet tomorrow. But I'm not. I promise I won't.
I'll make sure your makeup's done when they find you.
Yeah, it'll be done properly. The real tea for Drag Race Canada, and I'm just gonna make it 15 seconds. I do love that Priyanka won. I do feel at times, whether it's in RuPaul's Drag Race or Drag Race Canada or Drag Race Holland or any Drag Race that happens, I do find that there is a sense of like popularity.
Oh, absolutely.
And I just want to distinguish the difference between when it becomes a competition and popularity and maybe progressiveness towards the winner. And I'm not denying her win. I'm just saying that if we were to go off of score and go off of like the
right, because
aspect,
Rita Vega was awesome, but when they did their dance off, her and Boa, I felt Boa was robbed. The dance off, she was better. She was clearly a better dancer.
With Boa and Rita?
No, it was Boa and Alorna.
Sorry, Alona.
Oh, Alona. Okay, yeah.
I hated her.
You didn't like Alona?
I did not like her at all. I'm sorry. I just don't like you.
I just think that honestly,
so needy.
I'm going to say this real quick, and I'm just going to make it real clear. I do believe Priyanka was the best one to be crowned because it would have pushed, like, as a drag queen, as a Canadian first season winner ever. It would, like, her to be, in a very like she is, I don't want to say like she's Indian, but like I'm sure there's probably like
but she is
more defining aspect of that. I'm sure there's some.
But I thought she was a little mixed.
No, but I'm just saying is like it really pushes something further. Like, she's very talented, she's very popular.
Absolutely.
Everybody loved her.
Oh yeah.
And my kids loved her on the TV show that they used to watch because she used to host YTV.
Mark was
YTV was
I just get very insensitive because when I go off of a track record on the show, I kind of like, wow.
Sad when Lemon got cut off because Lemon was great. Juice Box, of course.
Oh, I was so sad about Juice Box.
Oh my
Juice
God.
Box didn't deserve to go first.
No. Yeah, but you know what? It made me not want to watch the show. I was like, what is happening?
Juice
Box. You want to go to the first episode?
I happen to have a picture of you and Juice Box and two other queens carrying me.
I
saw that picture.
It was one other queen.
There was some, and I feel bad. She was from London.
No.
Juice Box was there though.
No, Juice
Box is holding
it. It was Juice Box, me, and oh my God,
Donatella
Versace.
Yeah, or Versace.
Versace.
I can't see these people. It's just too far.
Okay, so back to back to the original segue. It was, so we've talked about Don McDonald, Dan McDonald, works for Young 100, and you have your own makeup school, which is amazing.
I do.
As if I'm Oprah. I'm like Barbara Walters.
But I can't wait to move locations. Like, I really can't.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into
That's all I'm gonna say. Can't wait.
It's all behind you. So tell us about that. And I'm sure everybody already knows.
Everybody knows about my makeup school.
But I've shared it. Dan shared it. So, tell.
Yeah, but we do all the fashion shows. We do everything in the city of Windsor. I mean, if there's a fashion show or, like, we work with WeTrans. We help people transitioning.
How many students have you graduated?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
Like, just estimate. Like 50 at least?
It's been like 2 years, so I don't know. Because I failed some.
Do you feel good about
you did?
I'm not going to let people go out with my name if they don't.
Sure.
And it's not about ability always. It's about, are you repping yourself as a great makeup artist and customers come first? Because I will give the shirt off my own back for my customers.
It's like Lynn Martin.
My clients, my friends.
I mean, I always wonder, like I had to do my own makeup before for some shows, like some plays, theaters and stuff.
But we talked to Cordova.
That's Corda.
Yeah, we've sent them a couple of whatever.
French.
Hello, we've already.
Cortisone.
I am the worst speller. I literally don't read full words. You know when you have those like words where they put the numbers in the middle, and they're like, "Can you read this word?" I'm like, "Yeah, right. Totally. I can read a whole book like that."
But the number 3 is an E, like they use
but I don't read a whole word.
Oh.
I can skim through an entire thing and know what it says and not read the entire words.
Wow.
I don't know. I've always been that way. I don't know why.
I'm a slow reader.
Oh, are you?
I am.
Oh, I'm a quick.
When I'm reading for pleasure, it takes me a long time to get through.
Oh, see, I'm a side note, so I'll flip back, take notes.
Oh.
I'm like the worst. I'm like so weird like that.
I'm such a nerd, though. I'll be reading a book, and I'll, like, put the book down and think about it for a little bit.
Me too.
Then, like, I'll pick it back up, and sometimes even I'll snap a photo.
Oh.
And then post the quote that I like on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
If it hits me hard, if it's something that resonates.
I have to put it down if I have anxiety, and I'm like, okay, it's too intense. I just have to put it down. I will come back.
See, but with the book for me, like, I have Halfsimer's. Like, I'll read a book and be like, what was it about?
Oh,
and
my
God.
I
2 minutes later, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I get it. You know? Like,
yeah.
That's why you're blonde. All right. Just so that we go to the next thing, I wanted to tell you guys something. So for dessert, I got these from DeMarcos.
Ooh.
And they're made from Lakeshore. So I actually learned something kind of funny today.
What are these? Are these, what do you call these?
So people keep calling them macaroons.
Okay.
They're macarons. R-O-H-N. Macarons. And it's childproof. So can you guys see these?
Oh, they look pretty.
Don't they?
Yeah, they do. They look nice.
Yeah, like get one, like let's do the blue one, the blue waffle.
Very nice. A little sandwich of
something hilarious. So they were first made by French monks in the Renaissance Venice.
Ooh.
This is actually hilarious. Right. But they made them more like those like amaretto cookies, like the Italian cookies.
Yep.
But they were originally made to look like the monks' belly buttons. So they were like wrinkling. No. So this is not the cookie. So they were supposed to look like the navels. So as the recipe progressed, it was like they use musk, M-U-S-K-E. Okay. And it was always called for this. And I was like, what the hell is this? So I started looking into this.
Right.
It's an anal secretion of a rare cat called civet. Civet?
Civet? A civet.
Yeah. That they put in these cookies.
Not in these cookies.
No.
Okay. I was like, that does not sound vegetarian to me.
No. So then...
Any kind of pussy and anything I've been thrown out.
So they used civet... What did you say?
Civet. So it's like...
Anal juice?
Yes. Anal secretions.
Good Lord.
From pussy.
Anal secretions from a rare cat.
Wow.
So, and then in the 18th century... Martha Washington has a handwritten cookbook, and in this cookbook are these cookies, and it called for almond meal, sugar, egg whites, and 2 grains of this musk, whatever
cat butt juice, basically.
Yes, isn't that so weird? And they have this
so
thing.
Bizarre. What would that add to it?
But then what happens is, so the Americans took it and France took it. So France went with it, and so there's this. The macaroon has coconut in it. So macaroons have coconut and chocolate. So macaron, these are, it's from France. So a chef called Francois Pierre Lavernay published the first mainstream recipe for these cookies, and it was just the outer part of the cookie. So like this little part,
the little colored part. Okay.
Yeah, and then in the 20th century, it became more famous at another bakery called La Latterie. And they decided, you know what, we're going to put filling in it. So they started putting jams and like different things inside of it.
Latterie.
Yeah, so, and they started putting fillings in it.
We just call it laundry.
I've actually never eaten these, and my daughter loves them.
I've never had one either. I want to try a green one.
I feel like it's pistachio, and I was going to eat that one too. But I don't know.
For sure it's pistachio.
The blue one was fantastic.
Okay, these are made from egg whites. Those are good.
It's pistachio. It's very good.
I love pistachio. Yeah, super good. I give up reading the everyone's names. Super yummy. I just thought,
so I can see.
I thought that was so funny though. I'm like, anal secretions, amazing.
Oh no, Maureen Stewart.
Yeah. Oh, I know Maureen Stewart.
She said macaroons are fabulous. Yes, honey.
I never had them before, and these are fresh.
I never had one of these either. I've seen them, but I didn't know what they were.
Lakeside Bakery, but you can get them at DeMarcos.
You know what's fantastic?
You need to go to DeMarcos. You will love it there.
Like they're crunchy on the outside, but they're just so like it's like it's really weird. You know?
I'm a big texture person.
Me too.
Like a little bit of crunch, but then soft.
Oh, it's like
I love that.
Like a truffle.
Mm-hmm.
I love truffles.
It's what I look for in a guy, you know.
It's
hard
like,
on the outside, but like
soft on the inside.
Yeah, it just smelts.
Or it's like putting chips in your sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh,
where it's like it's soft bread, then you get that crunch. I love that.
I love sandwiches. I'm an excellent sandwich maker.
Are you?
No. Every guy I've ever dated was like, my God, like you literally. sandwiches.
Sweet.
Even my husband, my boys, they're just like, oh, Daddy made me a sandwich.
I'm not a very good cook.
Oh, really?
I was going to ask you this because you said you make instant potatoes.
Yes. This is the extent of my culinary...
You're not a good cook.
No.
Super fancy.
I'm not a good cook. If I really focus and do it, I can make something good.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate cooking. I don't enjoy it. The last time I tried to make something nice, it was stuffed zucchini, which was fancy.
And it's kind of hard.
Literally, the fire alarm went off because I burned something. I missed a step, so I was like, now it's not going to work out. Wayne saw me raging, and I don't normally rage. I'm a pretty chill guy. You know what happened that day? I went, damn it. I pulled out a garbage bag, pots, pans, cookie sheet, everything that was being used into the garbage. Wayne's like, what are you doing? I was like, it's all going in the garbage. And I went down to a high school near my street. There was a goth girl standing out in front of the garbage can, and I jammed the whole thing in the garbage can. And I was like, it needs to be out of the kitchen. Purged. I was livid.
Do you know what this reminds me of?
Livid.
Like the moment from Mummy Dearest when she's like, no more co-hangers. You're like, no more cookie sheets.
It was more of a Christina, bring me the axe. That was the moment it was. I was like, it's all out. I was not myself. The alarm was going off. My cat was freaked out. That's what really got me mad was that my cat was scared. I was probably scaring her. The alarm's going off. The house is smoking. And I'm like, I can't cook for shit. And I hate it. Why am I doing this? So... Thank you for preparing this dinner for me. That's bringing it all back.
No, next time we should do like cooking with Dan Macdonald.
Oh, we will.
Oh,
that would be awesome.
Prepare to see a whole, because I'm normally very chill. You know me. I was not chill that day. I was not chill, and then afterwards I was a bit like, I probably shouldn't have thrown all our pots and pans. Like I threw them all out.
Where were you chill today when you smacked the muffin?
Oh, out of the poor Tim Hortons guy's hand. I was at my drive-thru. He hands me my coffee, fine. Then he's handing me muffins, and a bee was in my face. And I was like, ugh. You do the whole bee dance, slap the damn muffin out his hand. Like it went flying. Luckily it came in, he was handing it to me, I slapped his hand.
What kind of muffin was it?
It was a chocolate chip muffin.
Oh, okay.
But it went flying into the car, so it landed on my lap. It was fine. I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. The bee went away.
That's so fun.
So yeah, that wasn't a rage. That was more of a fear.
Did he give you a new one?
No, it fell in the car, so it was
God.
fine. I was like, oh God, I hit your hand. I'm so sorry. He was passing it to me, and I did that. That was me at the pride flag raising too, right? Beautiful speech, heartfelt speech, like. This is why coming out is so important. Coming out is, and all of a sudden I was like, I'm walking away, and the bee was orbiting me, and I was like, it's by me, isn't it? It's by me, and this gorgeous speech is happening. I'm like, I'm being that jerk right now, but I didn't want to. I'm afraid of bees.
So, Mike just got stung on the face, and his face was like this big.
It hurts.
I was like, what the fuck happened to you? You look like you have something in your mouth.
No,
it was like a chew.
It's like a cigarette burn. Like when I was a kid, I got stung, and I thought, considering how bad it hurts, I handled it pretty well as a kid. Like it hurts when getting stung.
It hurts. I sat on one before.
Ooh,
like on my back, like right here.
Devils, they're horrible. I hate bees.
You know what though? I'm the worst for Mike when he's not feeling well or like gets hurt. I am like a laugher.
Oh, do you? When
I am, or I tease him.
I'm a
terrible wife.
Because some people get mad. Don't laugh at me.
He just gets kind of. He's like, Katie, leave me alone. But for me to be sick, I'm so mean. Like I'm so mean. I'm like, what are you looking at? Like.
And what does he do?
And he'll come in and he'll be like, Katie, do you need a drink of water? I'm like, if I needed water, I would tell you.
She's throwing glasses.
And I don't mean to be. I just am that person. I feel terrible.
Well, like and then 2 days later, she's like, why is there broken glass in the
No, I know. I know I'm this way. It's horrible. And I feel so bad all the time. And I'm like, even if I fall down or something, my kids are like, oh my God, Mommy, are you okay? I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Right. There is a rage that comes out.
But if somebody else falls, I'm like, oh my God, are you okay?
I once dropped a can of apple juice on my baby toe.
Oh, fuck.
That hurt. Like, no, I think I broke my toe. And it made the big bang. And, like, I was trying to walk it off and just like, oh. And went, you okay in there? And I went, I'm fine. And I was like, I'm sorry I snapped at you. I think my toe came off. It looked like a grapefruit, like a purple grape afterwards. Like it was just purple, this whole thing.
It didn't look like an apple at all?
No, it didn't look a thing like an apple. It looked like a grape. No, it was blue, my toe.
Gotta get the cardboard apple juice.
Yes, those cans are deadly when you drop them on your toes.
Oh my God.
I almost cried.
God, my stomach hurts so bad from laughing.
It's a weird segue.
I love how he's like, this is the segue.
I'm just gonna see what. can't make it out.
Christina Nader.
Oh,
yeah!
Christina Nader! She works with me.
Does she?
Yeah,
Christina.
Yeah, she's great. She's a producer. Did you really?
Yeah.
No way. Yeah, she's a producer at my work.
And she's like probably 25.
I'm not sure how old she is, but probably I'm not sure.
Is she young?
She is. Yes. Yeah.
Guess how old he is.
I'm so bad at this. For me, everyone is like.
Well, when we look this
everyone's
fabulous
like
at our age, it's really hard to guess.
Listen, I'm near death. That's fine.
I always think everyone's like 31, 32. Really? 26?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember 26.
I'm young, dumb, and full of cunt.
It's a good year.
Listen.
Hey, Vula.
Anybody that's watching this, listen. If you're single and educated, that's why you're single. No man is ever going to reach up your skirt to look for a library card.
Oh.
Let's being honest. Let's be honest. So that being said,
Katie though is attracted to intelligent men.
I am. I'm very attracted to intelligent men.
Yeah.
That's my husband. He's good looking. He can cook. He's intelligent.
Oh.
He's well spoken.
Oh, that's a good question. That was the question I want to ask you. So when you don't cook, like, what do you do?
Order out every day.
Do you find that's cheaper than probably buying groceries?
Yes,
nowadays?
it is. Yeah. Totally.
What?
No, I order out almost every day.
You know what's
funny?
funny?
Or I buy things that don't need to be
even
cooked.
being in a relationship, you guys find it cheaper to do like meals for each other than it is to probably
totally. Totally.
Yeah.
And especially even if you value time too, right? Like you spend time cooking. I did, and it's delicious. You spend time cooking and prepping and chopping, then cleaning up, and there's none of that when you order out.
Yeah, but I find that so therapeutic. Like I super enjoy it. Like Mike and I will pick up a cookbook and be like, you know what? Let's make a traditional Hawaiian luau.
Wow, that's
we have actually done this. This is like a real time where I was like, you know what? Let's have a traditional Hawaiian luau. I think it was my birthday. And I'm like, and he's like, yeah. So we bought all the pork. We did everything. Like we did this like chicken. We did everything like a traditional Hawaiian luau.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And we'll just like today, I was like French theme. Let me find French recipes, and like I just went through, and I'm like, never done this before.
She found the history of a fucking macaron.
That's a mother of a wine glass right there. That wine serving. Yeah, that's a lot of wine.
We're actually at her house, that's so
true.
She's gonna do fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I only
and
gave
you don't drive.
I gave you a 1, 2, 3 because you know.
But that's good that you find it therapeutic.
That's actually an exact pour.
That is an exact pour.
Hi, I'm a barber. I'm a barber.
Clearly not. Clearly.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have some funky colored hair.
Oh my god! Just put a paper bag on my head.
Dye it some kind of weird color.
Are they gonna be able to cover this gray?
I like the gray. It's my stripe.
Mine's white.
Is
Mine
it?
If you look right
welcome
here.
to the Pretty by Katie show when she just tells you exactly how she feels.
Do you see it's coming? It comes in. I did my roots not that long ago, but it actually have a white back.
Okay, I have a real. That's what mine is too. I have a lot of gray hair too.
This is why I bought hats, so I didn't have to dye my hair as much this summer.
I can't wear hats. See, I'm not a hat guy.
Oh,
like baseball hat. I'm not a baseball hat guy. Like, I don't.
No, I bought like these like fedoras and
cool.
like some like fun hats.
Yeah,
I looked for a beret for my French themed shit. That was French. Excuse me.
Honest question.
Pardon my French.
Honest question. It might be a little TMI for all the audience, but do the curtains match the drapes?
No, I'm a hairless person.
Really?
Yeah, I'm complete. Look at this is the most hair I have all over my entire body.
I don't have a whole lot.
I'm Irish. I'm an Irish white girl. Like I could not shave my legs for a week.
The definition of Katie is Brazilian wax.
No, I'm just not hairy.
You know what I can't do? I can't grow a beard. This is probably
really?
2.5 weeks of no shaving.
I wish.
I shaved it here to clean it up, but
what's your background?
Scottish and French.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, whoa! French people are hairy.
I know, and I'm not hairy either. Like that's it's not a lot of hair.
Crazy.
So, I'm not a hairy guy.
Never shave it once. I'll tell you that.
What's that? Oh, then it grows back.
God.
No, that is a damn myth. It doesn't grow back thick. That's just a myth. No, it's not.
You would know better than me.
Here, we're gonna put this to the test. You shave your arms, and
we'll come Jesus back to Murphy. Then he'll become a swimmer.
What do you mean a swimmer?
That's what swimmers do. They shave their whole bodies.
So they have more not aerodynamic, more glide in the water.
Does it actually? Yeah, like a dolphin.
Yeah, I think some of them even grease up. Like they shave down and grease up, and then that's like I think that might be they grease up.
I was a competitive swimmer.
Yeah, so you can slide through the water quickly. Right?
Could you imagine being an Olympic swimmer and then later on winning gold and then like becoming a drag queen and just calling yourself Miss Dolphin?
Oh my god,
yes, that'd be great.
I know, right?
All right, this is actually a segue. Do you watch the show called The Boys? And it's on...
No, I don't, but everyone tells me to.
Okay, there's like an Aquaman in there, and there's like a scene with a dolphin. It's funny, but it's really vulgar.
Is it a cartoon?
No, it's a TV show called The Boys, and it's on like
There's
Stars
a scene
or
with a dolphin? Is it like... Is it like what I'm thinking it might be with the dolphin?
It's actually, I can't even tell you. It's just like so ridiculous.
I'm
the
gonna
whole
watch
show.
the dolphin episode when I get home then.
But yeah, The
See what
Boys
that's all
is 2
about.
seasons out right now, and it's on
I've heard it's pretty
Crave.
good.
I find it hilarious, but like my kids love superhero stuff, but it's so over the top of like taking any issue in life to the ultimate limits.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That sounds... I know a show I bet you would like, too, is called, Euphoria. Have you seen Euphoria?
No.
Amazing. It's
Yeah?
about teenagers and technology.
Oh, okay.
And how everything is hyper-sexualized.
Absolutely.
Like one teenage girl, somebody leaks a sex tape of her. Can't see her face, but she's like going to sue them and stuff. And then she doesn't, but then she realizes, wow, this tape has 80,000 likes.
Oh, and then
so
she
she
goes
starts
with
doing
it.
it. And she goes with it, and it's like... It's real deal. It's not for kids. It's definitely R-rated.
Okay.
But it's really, really interesting
Euphoria,
just the way they hold, like, you sent me a naked picture, now I'm going to hold you hostage because I have this picture. I'm going to freaking shame you with it if you don't do what I say. That's some of the dynamics that go on.
Is it the TV show?
It's a TV show. It's on Crave TV called Euphoria, and it's phenomenal.
Love Crave.
It's like an R-rated 90210.
Okay, I'm gonna see both these TV shows, and I have a TV show for you.
I want to hear
for you guys
because I have a list of things.
It's called Tales of the City.
Oh, I've heard of this show.
Oh, I watched it.
I know this show.
love
Isn't it good?
Because there's the old one and the new one, and it's actually a part 2.
Yeah, I haven't watched all, but I've
it's a
watched
book.
the first one.
And
It
it's
is a book. Yeah.
Did you watch the original? It's like set in the 70s.
Topan, is it? Yeah.
Okay.
I did, yeah.
And the second one is even better, and I love that. But you know what happened is I heard about it, so then I watched the second one, not realizing there was a first one, and I was like, what? And then I was like, wait a minute, there's a first one? I'm like, is it a remake? Then I watched the first one, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a part 2. This all makes so much sense now.
Oh, cool. I'll
It's
put that
such
on
a
my
good
list.
TV show, though. It was like
So good.
it's like telenovela.
Well before its time.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so good.
There's another segue. Have either one of you went to the Pride in San Francisco?
Never.
Are you trying to read my writing?
I was
It's
peeking
terrible.
ahead of what you were talking
It's messy.
about. No, it's fine. It's good. I have never been to San Francisco, but California is a place that I need to
I've
go
been to the Pride a few times in
Is it
San Francisco
crazy?
when Cheney was little, and it was so
There's
fun.
a name I haven't heard in 20
She's
years.
engaged.
Oh my god! Now I feel really old.
She's 22,
Oh
and
my-
her boyfriend is 30. Wow. 22.
I remember us
I
being
might
in
be
college
fucking
and
this up.
you talking about Cheney.
Cheney's watching right now.
No way.
Yeah.
Cheney, I remember your mom when she was very young, and I remember her going
This
out to
exact
dinner with
age.
you. Huh?
It was this age. I was this age. I'm 44, so
Yeah,
if
you would have
20
been. I would have been 22
22
then too. 22,
yeah.
23, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I feel old. But I
Yeah.
remember the stories because she would have been, she would
She
have
was
been a little girl.
Mhm.
What do you find the most pivotal point in your guys' career?
She's like, I'm here, bitches. Is she kid or what?
Totally. Jenny, I have stories.
She knows. Because we have stories together. We got like, for her birthday, we went to Toronto and got super drunk and went and tried on wigs and stuff.
Damn.
And she's like, Mom, we're kind of in like not a good part of Toronto, so you might just like want to like not talk so much. When I left that part of Toronto, I was like the fucking mayor.
You should run for council. I live in Windsor, but I'm a councilor in Toronto.
Right? Windsor, get it
Do you think
together.
a counselor-
Stop being so square.
Do you know offhand if a councilor in Toronto makes more than a councilor in Windsor?
No
Clearly.
idea.
Clearly.
I think
Let's
everything gets paid a bit more in Toronto,
And
right? 'Cause the cost of
population.
living-
Isn't it based on population?
I think so, and the cost of living is higher, so it's like everyone has
So
a bit
it's all
more.
it's all like kind of relative.
I think
to-
it all is all relative, yeah. Like, they probably
Yeah.
make... It works out to being kind of the same type of... I don't know, though, to be honest. I don't really know, but I'm assuming.
But we sound convincing.
We're drinking.
Sounds very
We're
convincing.
drinking red wine.
Truly, I have no idea.
It's all off the record.
This was my cooking wine, so just...
What is cooking wine?
So I actually, no. I buy this one because it's inexpensive. It's a good crowd pleaser. It's a nice red wine.
There's a black pussy in the bottle.
It is. But it's a Chilean wine, and
Oh.
I like their wines. And
Don't say the name of it because it's...
What? No. No, I can't pronounce anything anyway.
No, that definitely is not French. It might be Italian.
Negro.
Okay, I think that does sound Italian then.
Yeah, it is Italian. No, it's Chile. From Chile.
Never mind.
It's okay. We'll be okay.
I'm not very diverse with what do they call polyglot when you can speak a bunch of different languages.
And my kids would like come home from school and they still have a French accent.
Oh,
And when they first started going to school, they would come back and like speak half French, half English because they were so in it.
That's very smart. I wish I had paid more attention. I was actually pretty good in French, but I never pursued it further than what we had to take. Like,
Yeah, but
all
they're
through
full
grade school.
French.
Do you know what
I
bonbon
wish.
means?
What's that?
Do you know what bonbon means?
Bonbon?
Yeah.
Candy. Got it. See?
I know my basics. And I have a translator on my phone. Le fuck.
It actually
it's a
says,
seal.
This bottle of wine says it's all about
it's a seal.
It's all about the
it's
flavor.
A pH, yeah.
It says it's all about the flavor, and O has a cat running out of it.
Oh, cute.
I know. I know the fine details.
There is also some word, I think it's wax kit. It translates to something like kit to fart.
Oh my god, we'll ask Kale. He's
Like,
really good.
it's something like that. Like, but the word fart, I'm like, what is this? Like, what can this possibly be that it's fart in French? And it's something, I think it was like a wax kit for skis or something. But somehow, somewhere in the translation, the French is the fart.
I used to say stuff like, merci buckets, and they're like, that's not how you say it, mummy. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, I was kidding.
Merci buckets.
Okay, so another show that I feel like you guys absolutely should watch is called Kingdom. The Kingdom or
I
Kingdom.
don't know this one.
It's got Nick Jonas in it. The youngest Jonas brother.
Yep. He's a good actor, too.
He plays a guy in the closet.
Oh, cool, interesting. And it's good. It's a show or is it a movie?
It's a TV show.
Oh, okay.
And they're Ultimate Fighting champion fighters. And he doesn't want to come out of the closet because everyone's so masculine.
Yeah, that would be a hard industry to break into.
That's
Is somebody knocking?
Yeah, that's okay. That's my mom. Mike will go out and sit with my mom.
I couldn't imagine being in that industry. Certain industries are probably a lot more difficult to come out in.
But don't you think it's ironic the type of role that is, considering they were wearing those rings to like
that was like the chastity ring or whatever it was. Like I'm married to No, good for him. He's been really vocal about like doing the LGBT type
and his
roles.
wife is beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool. I think that's great, and that's even something new, right? Like a lot of people. I remember Matthew Broderick, the guy who played Ferris Bueller. He played a gay guy in the 80s in that show, the Torch Song Trilogy, it was called. And he got panned. Everyone's like, that's career suicide that you're going to play a gay man and you kiss another man in it. And it just shows how much the times have changed, you know?
I know.
It doesn't...
Well, I know it.
That isn't a thing anymore.
Amazing movie. And we still have to talk about this, like when you're, let's talk about the student about what she should be doing for her next big thing. Birdcage.
I love that movie. It's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
And to tie in the French, that's actually a remake of a French film called The Cage aux Folles.
Yes,
Bad
I know.
pronunciation, but that was it.
Is it Froid?
Froid, maybe it's Froid,
yeah.
And I think there's like 1, 2, and 3. There's sequels to it.
Was there?
The French film, not the Birdcage.
Oh, because I watched the original French film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kale, my older son, and I, like, he loved this movie so much, we kept it in the van so that he could keep rewatching it.
It's a great movie.
It's actually such a good movie.
It's so good.
It's so funny, and it's so, like, and it brings this new level of how you, Tu Wong Fu is really good, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like, there's such a level to this movie that it's kind of like, it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so awkward at times, and you're like laughing at it.
Okay, so I watched like this like little making of it. Do you remember the part where he was like freaking out because of the bulls, and he grabs the wine, and he tries to go through the curtains?
Mm-hmm.
That was not played out. Like, it was all just free. There was a free for all. Yeah, like he was laughing when he fell down and like all that stuff.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, no, I watched this whole thing. He's like, none of that was scripted. Like, we all just were lunatics during this part, and they just kept filming. And I was like, I cry when I watch that movie. It's so funny.
It's a great movie. Yeah, that was a huge loss when he died. Robin Williams.
I know.
He was fantastic. Mrs. Doubtfire too. I heard they're making a sequel to it.
That movie makes me so sad.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
It does. I hate it.
Oh no, he was going to be in it. It was going to be like a sequel with Robin Williams.
Good. When he got back at the mom.
Then he died.
And the mom says she's sorry for being a bitch.
Mm. Yeah, I always thought that was a little bit weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You kind of got the short end of the stick with that.
Well, you can't redo it now.
No, not now. It's too classic.
No.
It'd be like redoing Wizard of Oz. Like some things you just don't.
Yeah,
you just
don't.
Well, that's why they did like kind of like different things about like in Oz or like the
but the Great Gatsby, they redid that movie, and that movie was epic. But the new one that they did was outstanding.
Yeah, you're right. It was.
And it was one of my favorite books.
Yeah, that was a good one. Scott Fitzgerald, right? Wrote that. Yeah.
It was one of my all-time favorites.
Do you think that like directors and everything will redo it only if it's like proper to the fact that it's going to be redone?
Sometimes if it's done well, but sometimes I think they do it
for the money.
Because they know it's going to be a hit, and it's like this isn't the vision. One of the most amazing books to movie transitions that I've ever seen is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Have you ever seen that movie? And the weird thing about that is, this is very rare, the writer of the book is phenomenal, the writer directed the movie.
Amazing.
Which is weird, and it's dazzling. Like, the book was wonderful, and when I watched the movie, I was like, I don't even know, they're both different, he changes things up enough to make it more compatible for a movie, but it's a spectacular film, and the book is spectacular. And it's funny that the writer was that versatile that he could go on to direct a film too.
Right.
But he did it so well.
But maybe you just keep your vision with you.
Yeah, I think that's why it was so well executed, because he knew, like, this is what I write, so I want to be true to the words, you know?
Yeah.
Handmaid's Tale is really good too.
I love Handmaid's Tale.
As a book to TV show transition.
So honest opinion, so what's really fundamental, like what's really fascinating is there was a whole thing about like the writer Mary Poppins and how she was super like, I want it done this way. So then Mary Poppins got done after her being super like saying, I want it done specifically how the book is, and she wouldn't sign off on it. Has anyone seen that about like there has been a recent movie about like the creating of Mary Poppins?
Right, yeah.
And then you have Mary Poppins, and they did Mary Poppins Returns. How do we feel about this?
Okay. Took me a long time to watch Mary Poppins Return. Like a long time. It was damn good though.
You liked it? Yeah.
I did. I really enjoyed it. I even got a little teary-eyed.
I do like Emily Blunt though. Emily Blunt really did a good job. Like I feel like she tried her best.
She did a great job.
Yeah,
no, the movie was outstanding. It was good. No,
I haven't seen it.
But
I didn't want to watch it because I felt that it was a remake, but it wasn't. It's a continuation. And it was quite great. Like, it was great.
You think so, though?
Oh, I loved it.
I think the only reason why I like the movie itself is because
But why did we cameo everyone but our original star?
Well, did she want to be in it?
Well, Julie Andrews, why not?
I heard she damaged her vocal cords really badly.
She can't talk?
Hashtag Julie Andrews, why?
Because, what's his name? Now you just made me forget his name.
Dick Van Dyke?
Yeah. He didn't play... But he didn't play his character. He played, like, the head old man banker.
He just showed up one day, like,
and they had makeup on him.
What year did this come out, Mary Poppins Returns?
Just a few years ago, not that long ago.
I think it was Christmas of 2018.
Okay, right.
So I think it was 2019, but like 2018.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that being about 2 years ago.
Because it was definitely not Christmas of last year. I'll tell you that one thing.
Have either one of you watched now P-Valley that I've been talking about almost in every single show?
Which one?
P-Valley.
No. P-Valley?
Oh my god.
What is P-Valley? What is P-Valley?
Exactly what you think it stands for.
What?
Yeah, it's about a strip club in in the South. And it's like this whole crazy... Okay, so like you remember Hustlers with Jen Lo?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so she's like... she's amazing. She looks beautiful in the movie. But she can't fucking dance like a real... These girls in this show...
The real deal?
No, but they're like... The girl who's one of the stars, she's a choreographer. And she just like... They're just hands down the best dancers I've ever seen in my life. And on any show, anything. And it's got everything. So like the head guy at the strip club, so like the guy who owns the strip club, is actually transgender. Or no, he's in like... I don't know, because he's not transgender. I guess he would be... And I don't even want to say drag.
Like female to male, male to female, or...
He's a male.
Or androgynous?
But he just dresses like a woman. But like some of it, like he likes long nails, but he's still a man.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He's like a gay man that likes to dress like a woman a little bit.
Yeah, like
but still has his, like, man... Like,
a whole lot of flair going on.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then his boyfriend is this, like, hardcore, like, rapper guy who everyone thinks is straight.
Oh my god, that's like two different... Like, that's crazy.
It's an insane show, and you need to watch it. I love it. P-Valley. On Crave TV.
It's on Crave? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Watch it now on Crave TV.
They just did their season finale of the first season, and I love it. Like, I was like, they did the first part, the second last episode, and I was like, what? What's happening?
And is it like, does it go there? Like, is it hardcore? Like, is it like...
Oh.
Because it isn't like... I hate when it's like, it's a hardcore topic, but they do it PG.
Nope, they do not.
It's like, I want to see it like the way it is.
You will die.
Good.
It is so good.
Oh, I can't wait.
I feel like the things that happen on this show, like, I can't say out loud, because sometimes I'm like, oh my god, is anybody else watching this with me? Oh my god. Okay.
Like, close the blinds.
Remember True Blood? Did you watch True Blood?
True Blood. Was that...
The
vampire one. Yeah, I was thinking Rambo.
I loved True Blood. I loved it, and I feel like I get like a little bit of True Blood's whatever in this show. I don't know, but it's no vampires. There's no vampires or werewolves or anything.
P-Valley, I will watch it. Maybe we'll start watching that tonight.
It's so good. It's so good. And the girls can dance. They can. And the opening song is like, Down in the Valley.
Must be Jellica's Jam Milkshake.
I know that song. That's Peanut Butter.
Where the girls get naked.
Is that the song?
Yeah, that's how it starts out. Down in the valley where the girls get naked. And I was like, oh, what's this show?
Wow. I've only ever once in my life been into a female strip bar. only once.
Here in Windsor?
In Windsor. And it was, they had this, it was, what was the name of the club? I think it was one university... Leopards, yeah. And then the reason I went, my friend's band, they had this Wednesday night, they called the Wednesday Night Rock and Roll Sex Club. And a live band would perform.
Really?
And then dancers would dance to it. And I was like, okay, let's go, because my friend's band was playing. Good place to have it, though. It was kind of cool.
Stage is kind of nice.
But it was bizarre, because I'd never been in there before, and I didn't realize how expensive drinks were. I was like, can I have a beer? And it was $10.50 for, this is back in the...
Yeah, but that's like going to a Spitfires game.
I guess it is, you're right. Concerts, too, are that way.
Cha-ching, great. Cha-ching, great.
I ended up on that stage, though.
I'm impressed.
With dollar bill in hand, laying on my back. And the dancer took it from me.
And I bet you anybody that danced later on and said, I got what you want in here. Oh my god, that's you keep a Gucci wallet?
Well, I was approached afterwards, and I felt so awkward, because I wasn't really there for that. You know what I mean? I'm a good Christian boy. No, but I was just like, I think dancers were approaching me, like asking, like trying to get, like, you know, get the conversation going for maybe a dance or something afterwards. And I was just like, oh god, like I hate saying no to people, but like I really, like I don't.
You have the voice for radio, or something like
that.
Like, I'm not here for this, you know what I mean?
You're doing tonight.
I had to politely say no, thank you, and I felt like, oh, I really shouldn't be here. I'm like taking someone's seat who they could be making money from. You know what I mean?
Really? Nobody makes money in those clubs anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's all on the internet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess now.
You would make more money as what's that fans only nonsense?
Oh, OnlyFans, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I say it backwards.
Well, before COVID, I went to a strip club too, and then like this one waitress was like talking like all these guys were probably like, oh my god, just swooning over her, and I was just like, oh my god, I love your hair.
I'm so glad that you dressed up for us today.
Totally. And then I was just talking to her, and then she wanted to have all these conversations with me, and I'm just like guessing where she lived because I know she didn't look white, and like I didn't know. Well, she was from I think Chile or something, and I got it. I was like, you're from Colombia. She's like, close. I'm like, Brazil? She's like, a little bit so. I'm like, Chile. And she's like, bam, done.
And we're drinking wine from Chile. It all came full circle.
Chile.
I feel a little chilly. And
chilly in here.
No, but the big thing about like when you go to a strip club, what's fascinating is a lot of times even the women that work there just want a little conversation.
Interesting.
Well, maybe not so much the strippers, but the waitresses do.
Did you know that I used to be a sex phone operator?
Really?
Yeah, but you could never say the word sex. And you could never say yours or mine or his or hers.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean? In what context? What would be a no-no with saying yours?
Okay, so you had...
Welcome to the suicide help.
You had to say stuff like...
anything to keep you alive.
No, it was so funny. I got paid $16.50 an hour.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can I be a phone sex operator?
I lived in Nevada.
In 1985.
No, I lived in Nevada. I would have been like 10. Like, what do you mean?
That's why you couldn't say sex.
9. I would have been 9.
Okay, keep going.
At any rate, so you had to say stuff like, why don't you take this long, hard banana and put it inside this fuzzy peach? And they give you a script.
It was like ambiguous, so.
But you want to know what's so funny? No one wanted to call it with that. They just called to talk to you.
Really?
And they were just so lonely.
Aww.
And they wanted dating advice. But before that, I was a telephone psychic.
You told me this before.
Yeah.
So was it all just kind of like...
So
you reading people, basically?
So when they call in, the thing buzzes, and then you have there's like a 5-second delay, and then when it comes on, you're like, hi, my name is Linda. You can never give your real name. Right. I'm like, hi, this is Linda. I'm going to be your interpreter of the cards today. Could I have your first name and date of birth, please? And then they tell you, and if they're not of age, you hang up.
Oh,
and then,
18, right?
Yeah, they have to be 18. And so then you tell them, like, we're doing a 10-card layout. I'm not a psychic, but I am an interpreter of the cards. And so you tell them what the 10-card layout is and where the positions of the cards, and you ask them what they want to focus their reading on.
So whether it's love life,
but I already knew how to read tarot cards.
Now, when you would do that, like they'd say, I want to focus on my love life or want career or money or whatever it's going to be, would you actually do the cards or would you just make it all up?
No, I did always the cards.
You would do the cards?
Yeah, we'd be on the phone
you got
forever.
the whatever card and that means such and such. Did you know, or did you know what the cards were? Or
no, you shuffle the cards and you tell them, I'm about to start to shuffle the cards. You say when, and I will start to place the cards. And you shuffle, and then they're like, when? And then you start, and then you tell them the position that the card it is in. It's like, right now, this is what we're going to focus on. And you ask them to specifically focus on one thing, like not in general. Like, where's my life going in general? No, they're calling
career.
They're like.
The first card's the Fool.
Yeah, no, they'll be like, listen, I can't pay my rent. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. Should I be changing jobs? They're not paying me great. Like, but we used to get the worst callers sometimes. It was like super sad. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. So I met my friend Chuck. His name was Chuck D. and he used to be a gangbanger in L.A., or so he says, whatever.
Like, he actually
No,
did
no, he was like 6, he was like,
I don't
or
think
no,
that-
his
not
brother
that kind
was,
of
sorry,
gangbanging.
I apologize. His brother was like killed in a drive-by shooting in Reno, in
damn.
California, so he moved to Reno, Nevada, and he had this like jumping baby blue Impala, and he was like, he just became one of my best friends, and it was so funny, because he's like 6'2", and I'm just like this white little Canadian girl, and like we just became the best friends. So we used to rig our phones so we wouldn't get phone calls, and we'd just smoke pot and then come back in and just like laugh all the time, except for when the calls would come in, because we'd laugh and it'd hang up, and then the phone calls would come in. Like one time someone called me, I laughed so hard I couldn't even speak, and he was right beside me, and I just kept laughing. It was terrible. It was so terrible.
But you would get sad calls too, though?
We would, and I hated those, and that's why I moved.
Did you feel like you were duping them, or...?
No, I tried to...
Maybe it was advice, though. Like,
I feel like I tried to guide them in the best way that I could.
Yeah.
Because that's just the person that I am, you know? And, like, some people would call and be like, you know what? I haven't gotten my pension checks.
Oh.
They want to evict me from my apartment, and I don't know what to do.
Maybe.
Or one guy called me, he had AIDS, and he was, like, so sad, and he called me, and he was crying, and he just needed someone to talk to, and he had just been diagnosed with AIDS. And I was like, this is back then, right? So this is, like,
that was
20... I didn't even have Cheney yet, so 23 years ago.
And that was a different kind of diagnosis back then, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so that was like super sad. I remember
Yeah.
that one. I remember that one really hard. And I was on the phone for him for a little while, and he was saying he couldn't afford his meds and stuff. And I was like, maybe you should get off the phone with me.
Yeah, maybe don't call the hotlines that are...
But I can't say that or I'll lose my job.
No, you can't say that, no. But like that might be part of the
He
problem.
said his last $20 with you.
Oh, that's rough.
Well, I hope I gave him comfort if that's the case.
On a separate segue before we...
That was the Debbie Downer of the fucking party.
But before we cash out on this little
I can't see that
conversation,
Joseph
G. Monroe. Yeah,
I can't read it either.
Isn't that the photographer?
I'm not sure.
Joseph, if you're the photographer, could you say something? Because we're all blind as bats.
No, that's Maroon.
M-O-R-R-O-N-E.
I love that you have the glasses on and they're dark. I'm crying right now.
It's because they're prescription. They're like,
let me see how cool I am.
Today we are
no,
with...
I swear it's not that.
Today we are with the male version of Helen Keller.
Kind of. There's a...
They disappeared.
What do you see? Nothing? Like...
I see, like, I can't make out the
Blurry
names.
spots.
It's so small.
Yeah, it needs to be something like
Projection.
you can project it onto something. My kitchen is a damn mess.
Okay,
This
so
guy ripped apart everything when we got here.
Because I know that we want to make sure that this goes at least an hour, which is well over an hour now.
Oh, are we? Yeah. But we started late,
We did
so
start
we're
late.
about an hour at this point.
Could someone pass the pineapple juice?
Yes.
Actually, I can probably get it.
What?
So
Okay.
I think like the biggest segue that we have to do tonight, because I think I was getting to the point and I just want to like finish it up like this. What do we find is like the biggest turn point of our career?
I'll ponder it while I pour this pineapple juice. You know what they say about pineapple juice,
You don't want
right?
Chambord and vodka in it too?
They say it's delicious. That's what they say about pineapple juice.
Is it? It also makes things taste sweeter.
Well, it's S&W, Simply Wonderful.
Simply wonderful, it is. No, I just felt like some pineapple juice.
Premium.
Pineapple is my favorite thing in the world.
Really?
I get it every day, and I eat it every day.
Do you know that
Apparently
if
it
you...
makes your thing smell
That's
better.
what I just said that.
Tastes better.
If you have you ever taken shots of tequila and did
Yes.
like a chaser of pineapple?
Yes.
So good.
Delicious. And you know what else you can do instead of salt? Cinnamon.
Oh, I did not know
To
that.
chase tequila.
With pineapple?
I guess
Or
you
just-
could. Or
just
in
cinnamon
general.
on its own?
Cinnamon, then
Does it burn
sheets
that
of-
fucking mouth?
It does, yeah.
I don't know.
But I love me some cinnamon.
I do too. I put it in my coffee every morning.
Me too. I brew my
Yeah.
coffee with cinnamon.
With
It's
a little
delicious.
bit of vanilla.
I haven't
put
done
the
vanilla. But you
Put
can
vanilla
do.
and cinnamon.
Just like a dropper of vanilla?
I put like a teaspoon.
Like the vanilla extract kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that tomorrow. I've never done that. You can really do anything, right? Some people
You know
do
what's
chili
so-
pepper in their
Yes,
coffee. You give it
because
like a
that's a-
spicy, zesty.
That is what that's a Mexican hot chocolate.
Yes, and I love Mexican
Me
hot chocolate
too.
with the chili powder, and the peppers, and the
yeah, and
it's
it's
so
like
good.
yeah. Well, you can do if you wanted like a frothy coffee. If you take like 4 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, you bring it to like a boil, throw it into a cup, and then whip it.
Really?
Yeah.
And put it in your cup, and you whip it, and then pour your coffee on top. And it's like a latte.
Ah, interesting.
And then you can put your vanilla and cinnamon on it. It's so good.
I made that trendy coffee that everybody was making during the pandemic.
Which one?
It was that like it has to be instant coffee, and it's equal parts. So if you do like a half cup of instant coffee, it has to be a half cup of hot water and a half cup of sugar, whatever it is.
Oh, Cheney does this.
And then
something.
you whip it, and it makes like almost like a whipped cream coffee flavor.
And people were doing it in their like little cups.
Yeah,
I saw that.
And you whip it up. You can put it on top of milk or soy milk or whatever you want to do. And it was really shockingly good. Very sugary, but it was very impressive. It was very Instagrammable. That's why it was so popular, because it looked really cool.
Did the radio ever shut down during the pandemic? No.
No, we kept going right through. Oh, you were asking a question about career too before we got sidetracked on Pineapple.
Well, we were gonna get there, but
no, the radio never shut. We kept going straight through. I broadcasted from home. I was one of the first ones sent home because I was in Detroit the night before everything locked down. Of course I was. And then they said, hey, this is before we shut down. They said, they put an email out, was anybody out of the country this weekend? And I said, I was. They said, you can't come in for 2 weeks. I was like, what? I was like, please no. And they're like, you can't. It's not happening. So that was that. Then 2 days later, we shut down completely and everyone got sent home. So I was like, okay, it was bound to happen anyway, so I don't feel bad now.
Did everyone do it at home?
Everyone's doing it at home right now, yeah.
No, I mean, like, within those 2 weeks, what happened?
Oh, no, I think they allowed one person, only one though, because everyone else was sent home, so there was no risk. So one person stayed and did it, but did the morning show. But we immediately got our equipment sent to us that day and hooked it up.
So
and
super quick.
There was no pause or delay. Like the next day,
all the sponsors have been like, "Hello."
Totally, yeah. It's money, like it's important, especially right now, right? So no, we kept
because
it going.
No one had anything to do,
right?
Aside from listening to the
it was actually so important because everybody was tuning in for the updates because we were doing updates every day then from the health unit and carrying the prime minister and Ford and all there was all these no one knew what was going on, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because that was even before CERB. So everyone's like, "What are we going to do for money?" So no one knew. Then CERB came out and it was like, well, now do I qualify?
So when you have a family of 6, CERB, that's what I spend in a month on groceries. Wow, get it together, people.
No, so my biggest point was when they were saying oh the weed scandal was just all I thought was High School Musical. We're all in this together.
Yeah, it totally was. The weed scandal.
You can tell why she loves me so much. Where did that come from? Like why?
I know. I feel like when Mike drove you to the fog the other night, he was like, he doesn't have the same sense of humor, clearly. And so he's literally talked the entire way in his drag voice.
Oh.
And Mike is like, meanwhile, I'm like,
okay, so the biggest question we have to ask is what's the pivotal part in each of your guys' career?
I don't know.
You had 4 minutes to think about it.
Pivotal.
Just off the
getting a job there at the radio station.
Well,
I feel like that was just
but there must have been something. You don't think there was something before that really was pivotal to your career to become who you are today?
Well, clearly getting this new show too, right?
That was. I think it's kind of always just been a strange little climb, kind of for everybody. I never really.
Do you feel like a pivotal part in your career was do you feel like you were always trying to take the next step and actually try and push yourself out of the comfort box of what you were trying to do?
God, yes and no. A little bit. There was never a goal to do anything. It was always where will this take me? Who knows? You know.
Sure.
And when opportunities came up, it's either you go for them or you don't.
Did you normally go for them?
It kind of depended. If I thought I'd really like it, I would. I'd never said oh, this will be good because it's a step up. If something I wouldn't like, I wouldn't go for it because it's I think it's more important to enjoy what you do.
I agree.
So if it was some kind of job, it pays a lot better and technically it's a higher whatever seniority or whatever, I wouldn't go for it unless that's something I like. I was more interested in my biggest favorite thing about everything that I do on the radio is my local music show. That's my favorite. That's my passion is local music.
But you love music.
And I love music. And the fact that they let me, they're a big company, a huge corporation. They gave me 2 hours of time to say, Dan, fill it with whatever you want. Any local musician. It's great, yeah. And that to me was this is so much freedom. This is wonderful. And this is now I can start telling all my friends who are in bands, send me your songs, send me your music. I can play them on the radio now. This is great. You know what I mean?
And I feel like you have the same mindset of music with me. And every time I'm like, oh, Dan just knew I was getting in my car right now.
It is true what Katie was saying though. Sorry, I mean to
Well, I feel like we have similar tastes in music.
Right, yeah.
But do you find that I think Katie was right when she was now I think when I'm thinking as we're talking about it, do you find that because you had to do that application to even apply for 800.
Oh yeah.
But do you find that was in that moment? Do you find that was a huge step for yourself to kind of be oh my god, I'm doing this, and if I get this is a huge.
I did.
This is
I knew that would be a game changer.
Because that's the highest level of being in radio in Windsor.
Talk radio, yeah. It's pretty. I mean, having a show named after
you are the community.
It's pretty
Who
crazy.
else from our program is doing anything remotely publicly?
There are a lot actually. Publicly, oh god, I used to know this.
What about Andrew? Where's Andrew?
Oh, he is in Toronto. And he's working a lot with education and arts, which I think was always kind of up his alley.
Also, with him.
Did you? Wow, did really? I didn't know that. Huh. Andrea, I believe she was on TV for a while.
Oh, here in Windsor.
Yes, and then I believe she moved on. Oh gosh, she works for CTV, and I can't believe I don't know where she is right now. Who else was doing something?
Well, Chantel was.
Yep, she does. She does.
I did the makeup for her wedding.
Oh, you did? No way.
And her best friend, who is Marta Management, Marla.
Oh, okay. Oh, no way. Cool.
Like the head honcho.
Yeah, Marla.
Yeah.
Nice.
Marta. She calls it Marta Management, but it's Marla.
Oh, okay. That's the T.
Yeah. Yeah. Switched it up. Did her old wedding.
I call her moneymaker, but yeah.
I like her. There's my mother-in-law. There. Hey, Pauline.
Well, I'll talk with me for a minute.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
You're really good at it.
Go. I think a really pivotal point in the career
at
that
26.
Listen. I think a really big but at 26, a lot of 26-year-olds are like getting fucked up. Like, let's be real. Like, a lot of 26-year-olds are not at the point of like trying to figure out like what the next point of their community. I've received 3 grants from the city of Windsor through Arts, Culture, and Heritage Fund. And
you're getting fucked up.
There's been huge. I am getting fucked up. Exactly. Professional. No, I think a big pivotal point is realizing like. I think a big point is not doing what you think the city thinks you should be doing, but rather what you feel like you should be doing for yourself.
Absolutely. And I feel that show that you did, he did this amazing show where he incorporated like the designers and artists and local makeup artists, and he did this whole show. So what was it? It was
Art on Culture.
Art on Culture.
It was like a whole fashion
Honest
show.
Dan, it was so visionary. I feel like, especially coming from
and
somewhere.
It was so different, though.
What was it? So it was a fashion show, but what exactly was it?
So I got a grant from Arts, Culture, and Heritage Fund through the city of Windsor, just letting you guys know. And then
it's a great grant. A lot of people.
And it was an amazing show.
Oh, and I'm still talking about them. The city of Windsor still getting royalties off of me talking about it. So I bought like I think it was like 40 meters of muslin, and then I created 3 different patterns, and the designer got to choose like what pattern they wanted, and then I would send it to them, and then they got to do whatever they wanted to it, and then they'd send it back to me. I'd sew it for them, and then I'd find the models that would fit the clothing, and then on that day we literally got all the models together. I just put down a program because like the sizing of everything was just super like flexible to whoever was wearing it, so you could like be big.
But there was other designers too. And other clothing.
Well, and there was other designers, but like it's hard to find designers to do something for a show and not get paid for it, which was upsetting. But
but it was outstanding.
It
was like art and fashion together. So they created this like fashion piece that became clothing.
And what it really became was like, because it was like a sense of culture, is because you gave it to these artists that really have different concepts of who they are as people. And that's what really made it culture, because you could give, like, I could do something in what I feel like is culture. And I really gave it to the artist and said, hey, just do what you think culture is, what you think as culture. And one person was Romanian, and she just did like this whole aspect of things, and it's just fascinating. And I went down the runway, and it's really cool that I went down the runway, and like it was just like, okay, I made this pattern, but they made the show.
Oh, absolutely! It was an amazing show. It was really super well done.
Where was it? Where was it held?
At that church on Riverside Drive in Drillard.
Water's Edge.
Oh, Water's Edge. That's a great space.
It was really great.
Super cool
Except for like a half an hour before the show, he's like, "So, Katie, when you go up on stage and you're like talking about your school and stuff," and I'm like, "What?"
You didn't know you were going to be in it?
I'm a makeup artist. I don't come on stage. I stay backstage.
But see, I do that to her all the time. I'm like, hey, you're going to drive me to my gig tonight. Or like, oh, hey.
Oh, no, even worse. So I'm wearing jeans.
You're going to start the show tonight.
I'm wearing all black, like jeans and a t-shirt. And he's like, so what you're going to do is you're going to be like this. He's like, so before everything you talk about your school, and then you're going to be like, so without further ado, this is art on culture. And I was like, what? And he's like, and then you just exit to the right. So I'd like go out, and I'm like, I had to drink like 5 glasses of wine.
Oh, I'd be scared.
I downed them super quick.
What was so fantastic?
And then I went out, and I was like, the whole time in my mind, I'm like, the microphone comes to the left. He told me to exit to the right. I'm like, what is happening? So then I talked, and I'm like, da-da-da-da. So I go to the left instead. I give the microphone, and then I walk around the whole crowd, through the whole thing, and then backstage again. And then when I was done, everyone was like, you know what? You were the most well-spoken person of the entire evening.
Excellent.
I was like, I have no idea what I said.
Well, the only thing was missing was actually Dan Macdonald in his radio voice saying, and this our next person coming out is Katie Walton. She's going to talk very awkwardly about her school and how she's going to start the show.
I don't even know what I said. It was so terrible. It was so terrible.
I was emceeing a fashion show once, and it was changing scenes, and all of a sudden a fire broke out. I won't name where it was, but everybody was sitting down, and the models came up, and the scenes were changing, and the last models left, and I said, our next scene, and everyone started to get up, and I literally thought, am I reading that was all the wrap-up? I'm like, I'm not. So it's like, everyone, the show is not over, it's still going on. Everyone was getting up, no panic, just chairs squeaking and people getting up. And I was like, why is everyone leaving? Like, the show is not wrapped up. Then I looked, and there was a candle on a table, and there was a centerpiece, and the candle ignited the entire centerpiece. The entire table was up in flames. And then I was like, if anyone has a fire extinguisher, could you please grab it now? And luckily, the guy...
A drag queen runs up and...
somebody...
Out of her bra.
Somebody brown it. But it was pretty wild. It's just like, oh my god, there's a fire. Like,
Dan, I did this at a wedding, at like Henry Ford Museum, and
a fire broke out. Where
I set the fire.
Oh shit!
With my napkin.
By a candle?
A silk napkin.
Oh no!
And I put it on like the little votive, and then my husband Mike's like, oh my god! I'm like.
Did it escalate?
No, we got it out.
Oh,
good.
Good.
And then I had to go tell the wedding planner, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I set something on fire.
Oh, yeah. Never good.
Yeah,
But it could have been a lot worse.
Okay. Mike's giving me the sign. The sign.
Is it
we
done?
Can wrap it up. We can wrap it up. It is a wrap. Is it a wrap, you guys?
It's a wrap.
So before that we go, the one show
it's
that we're...
chicken wrap.
The one... The one thing that I wanted to watch this week, and I think that if you guys have a chance to do it, is this new Cobra Kai.
Oh, I want to see that. The Karate Kid
too.
thing.
Yeah. So everyone is just raving about it, but it came out like a little while ago on YouTube.
Yeah, it's buzzing right now. It's trending everywhere.
It's on Netflix, so everybody was watching it now because everybody has Netflix.
All right, yeah.
But there's supposed to be a ban on Netflix, eh?
What?
People are trying to sign a petition to like not have not be a part of Netflix because they put out some TV show about some teenage girls and dancing, and apparently it's like something so crazy. So
so there's people want to push into boycott it.
Yeah, because of this movie. So I kind of want, when I find out the name, I will tell everyone, and we'll do that. And the last thing I did want to talk about, and I totally forgot, was 9/11. Can we just do our last little wrap up and say where we were on 9/11?
Sure, yeah.
I would like to hear everybody's.
I was in grade 2.
So we don't give a fuck where he was.
You were grade 2. Do you remember it though? What happened that day, like that, from your perspective? That's, from a kid's perspective, that's interesting.
I know my teacher was just very depressed.
Oh, really?
She was crying.
Did you know what was happening though? Like as a kid?
Not really. It was like one of those moments, and it's like, the World Trade Center, and I'm like, what went down?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But like the teacher sobbing. Like, the whole day was really depressive. Because it happened so early, right? It really did happen. I think it happened
8:40 in the morning.
It was like right when you got to school.
Yeah.
So I think it was a really big thing for like teachers and everything. I remember like it was just a really sad day for like, it was just like, why
So you were here in Windsor?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like, why are they so sad about this? And and it's not so much like it was like, grade 2, you don't really know like what the World Trade Center is and all that stuff. Like you don't even know like where none of it is. Like
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you don't really have a grasp.
You think your own street's very long.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I get that. Where were you?
I was actually in journalism school, and but when I found out, I was at Wayne's place, and the phone rang early in the morning, and he answered it, but he missed it. So then there was a voicemail. He's like, "I'll check who could be calling this early in the morning." And so I'm seeing his perspective, and he goes, "It's your mom." And I was like, "My mom? Why is my mom calling at 8 in the morning? Something's wrong. Like she never calls." And then he's listening. He goes, "Oh my god!" And now I'm like, "Oh my god! Like, did somebody die? Like, what? Why is my mom calling? And why is it? Oh my god!" And he hangs up, and I'm getting ready to call back. I'm like, "What? What did she say?" And he goes, "There's an attack on the World Trade Center in the Pentagon." And I was like, part of me, this is going to sound awful, but part of me was like instant relief because I thought it was a family thing where somebody was hurt.
Right.
And then it hit me. I was like, oh my God, the Pentagon, the World Trade Center, that's crazy. So I drove home, going to school. I had to get ready and stuff too. But as I was driving home, I was looking around. It was a beautiful day, gorgeous day that day. I was looking around at people who were walking. No one had phones then, social media. I thought, God, these people don't know yet that we're under attack. And I thought, like, I remember thinking that driving home was like, I know right now the world is changing as we speak. I'm hearing it live on the radio. So these people don't know. They're just having a lovely day. When they get to wherever they're going to go, they're going to get, did you hear? Do you see what's going on? And that's going to be that loss of innocence. And I kind of thought, God, it's like I almost envied them in a way. It's like they got a few more minutes of this innocence that I feel like we just lost. And that's just one of those moments that sticks in my head. How about you?
Actually, I was supposed to be coming back from Reno, Nevada, because I went to the Burning Man.
Oh,
and I was with my boyfriend at the time and my daughter's dad. And it was like the day before we were supposed to leave, and we went up to Lake Tahoe, and we were there up early in the morning, and we were up in Tahoe, like cliff diving, hiking, and all of a sudden, like these helicopters started circulating, and they're closing down the mountain. We had no idea. And what was going on? We didn't know. We're like, why is this helicopter flying so low? Yeah. So we spent the whole freaking day there. We pack up our stuff. We head back down the mountain. And then they're like, we're closing the mountain. This guy comes out of nowhere. He's like, what are you doing here? You got to get out. We're like, what the heck? This is like the afternoon now, right?
Wow.
So we drive back home. And we get back to Cheney's dad's house. And we turn on cartoons. Because Cheney's little. So she's like watching her kid shows.
So you still didn't know?
Had no idea. So like maybe between 3 and 5 at night.
Oh my God.
But their time. So it would have been 8 o'clock New York time.
So the building's already come down and everything.
Yeah, we don't know anything. We're just in Reno living life. And then my parents start calling and they're like, because you also don't get reception up there. So my parents are calling and they're like, well, are you okay? Are you alive? But then we had to spend an extra week in Reno. I think it was like a week to 10 days because we couldn't get a flight out.
Right, yeah.
And they have military bases there in Reno. So they were, it was like dogs and military and just like everything everywhere. And we had no idea. We had like literally no idea anything that even happened.
And just a side note though, I did watch a documentary about the whole situation. Like before all this went down, like it was so laxed on like things that could actually get onto a plane.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Like,
it was a whole different.
Like they were saying like people brought guns. It was just so lax.
They didn't really check a whole lot. They checked for drugs and stuff, but like you could bring matches and like it didn't like it was there were no rules.
It was really
like
nothing.
Yeah.
Well, Stephen, as an example, like when that 9/11 happened, right before that, the bars in Windsor, people used to come over. Like it used to be 5,000 people downtown every night.
That destroyed
destroyed
downtown.
everything.
Yeah,
destroyed everything.
9/11 happened. It changed everything.
It was a ghost town.
Yeah, it was like that for months.
Yeah,
even up to a year.
Nobody came.
They're still not recovered.
No, we still haven't recovered from that.
We got hit with the 1, 2, 3. 9/11 happened. Then they made passports. And that cut off, and then the banning of smoking too kind of hurt bars a bit too.
But that was already in California, so I don't understand why everyone's...
that wouldn't have killed us, but I think it was just that it was all in a row. It was like boom, boom, boom.
No, I know, but like the whole smoking bars.
There's a long distance.
I'm happy they did that though, the no smoke, because I hated smoking.
See, I hated it in restaurants, but I didn't hate it in bars because I feel like in a bar you go, oh my god, I did forget to talk about this. I'm so sorry, Blanche and Brian. We went to Home and Decor. They have Decor and More in Amherstburg. Oh my god. Everybody needs to watch, goddammit. I've been drinking out of this glass all night long. It's in French. C'est vendredi. They have this cute little shop. I posted it on my Instagram. They made these teacups look. And they say like bitch and whore and twat.
Oh my, yeah, it says bitch.
Oh my god, I almost forgot in this like chaotic nonsense.
Bitch.
Look at how cute. Yeah, and he also makes these amazing. Okay, so they have everything. They have these cool board games. One of our old lives, we did another board game. Look at bring this board game.
This is meant for like spilling the tea when you're like, tell me about it.
I was like, Mom, I bought you a teacup. It has your name on it. She's like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah,
that's cute.
My mom with dementia also didn't think that was funny. So this is a board game that he does. It's a 2-player game, and it's like a maze. So you roll the dice to see where your moves are. You have little pegs, but so when you roll your dice, what? Oh, there's no dice, but it's just your turn. Okay, so you can either move your peg or block the person going.
Oh, so you can like put this up or like you now can't go because now you're stuck.
But you have to remember, you got to get your peg to the other end. So you have this little peg. So you can either go forward one peg, or you can block the person from moving. So they have to go around. But you can't completely block it off because you need to get here too.
And once you put those boards down, you can't pull them back up.
Oh, so they're up. That'll block that.
That's fancy. I like it.
That's
And he made this. All this wood. He carved all of this.
Corridor, is that the name of it? Corridor?
Yes.
He created this
And they're French!
Corridor.
And it's in Amherstburg, kind of on your way out to
I love this,
Amherstburg.
actually. This is such a fun
More
name.
like just at the end of Walker Road. You guys will see it. I've been posting it all this time. It's decor and more. It's super duper cute, and they make all kinds of like handcrafted things and wine glasses and teacups.
Oh,
and
I love
water.
this. That's a great gifty place to go and visit.
It's super cute.
That's
So
really
each
cool.
turn you can go one.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Here, I'll put these back so they don't get lost.
Yeah.
This is lovely. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And he makes these, so
Oh
it's
my
like
God,
custom.
Yes, and it's Mike's cousin.
Good stuff. Well, there we go. And now we give it an extra special plug. I'll be checking it out.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that is it, guys. We love you guys. We'll see you next Saturday because it's my anniversary, and we'll be in Niagara. Me and my husband. He's gonna be on my live.
And lastly, happy Pride, everyone.
Yes, happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Okay, someone has to push finish.